Well, guys, once again, good evening. Welcome to our session. Y bueno, pues digamos que arrancamos un poquito como con avisos parroquiales, por decirlo así, haciendo referencia pues al correo que les envié el día de hoy, de pronto recordando un poquito lo que hablábamos también el día de ayer al inicio de la sesión. Como bien sabemos, nuestros ciclos al ser como tan cortos realmente, de pronto varias cosas se nos pueden estar escapando y pues realmente me quiero asegurar que tienen, por decirlo así, la información clara. Y bueno, llegado el caso, la ventaja es que pues tenemos las grabaciones, ¿no? Si algo se nos llegara a escapar, pero pues no está de más que volvamos a reiterar par cositas referente a la información. Entonces, guys, lo primero, en el correo que les enviaba el día de hoy, bueno, antes de pasar a la retroalimentación de lo que estuvimos realizando el día de ayer, primero, pues, aclarando el instructivo al ingreso para la plataforma. Varios de ustedes me han escrito que lo que es el sistema académico no han podido ingresar. Ese es un proceso que está con los ingenieros ya de varios días, pues como sabemos es el inscribirla, bueno, y hay muchas cosas internas que ocurren obviamente. Lo ideal por el momento por lo menos es que ya tengamos la información de lo que son los códigos para cuando ya el sistema académico esté disponible ya podamos ingresar sin ningún problema, por decirlo de algún modo. Era como asegurarnos que ya todos tienen como el código de ingreso. También les contaba que, bueno, este viernes 9 íbamos a tener como nuestro primer acercamiento de lo referente a lo que es el proyecto. Cuando arrancábamos nuestro ciclo la semana pasada y le dábamos una mirada al tema del proyecto, yo les decía, o bueno, también compartía con ustedes esa información que también les decía el día de ayer, que está en el segundo correo que les envié la semana pasada, que la idea es hablar de un deporte y ese proyecto va a estar, digamos, presente durante los 4 ciclos que componen todo lo que es A2. Entonces, no es que para el viernes ya deban tener toda la información. Si ustedes han empezado a recolectar información, perfecto, pero la idea es que para el viernes ustedes continúen trabajando, no van a hacer las 4 horas en esto, valga la aclaración, va a ser una parte del primer bloque que vamos a destinar para que ustedes sigan buscando información y de paso, pues digamos que me muestren qué es lo que llevan hasta el momento. No estoy, permítame ingreso acá. Reitero, no les estoy diciendo que ya deben tener todo para este viernes 9 porque no es así. Puede que suene obvio, también conectando con la información que les envié. Recuerden que mañana 7 y el jueves 8 no tenemos clase, pero el viernes 9 sí tenemos clase normal. Listo, tengámoslo súper presente. Y por eso les decía que en una parte del primer bloque, porque igual vamos a trabajar contenido, pasamos a darle una mirada a eso que llevan, por decirlo así, y también pues para que sigan trabajando de forma colaborativa. Yo les había contado ya que el proyecto pues es en parejas, ¿verdad? Y que en la carpeta, está por acá la carpeta, sí. Bueno, ese es el mío. Y que en la carpeta Materials, que es donde estoy compartiendo pues las presentaciones que he estado usando estos días en el primer bloquecito, está este Excel, por decirlo así, que nos lleva a que ustedes eventualmente me den la información de con quién van a trabajar y cuál es el deporte del cual van a estar hablando. ¿Listo? Yo les decía, esta numeración que está acá no tiene ninguna injerencia, no estoy diciendo que entonces me lo tienen que entregar primero los que queden de primeros para nada, simplemente es como una forma de organizar. Guys, estoy diciendo todos en español porque no quiero que haya de pronto como dudas, realmente me interesa mucho que esta información quede lo más clara posible. El proyecto es en parejas, ¿listo? Yo les decía el día de ayer precisamente como haciéndose recorderis, que la idea es que el trabajo sea colaborativo, no que sea individual. Más adelante, en alguno de los otros niveles, la parte del proyecto será individual y bueno, así es como es establecido. Pero la idea es que ese se haga en parejas. Por eso varias veces yo los he puesto a trabajar en parejas, yo sé que también con Laura han estado trabajando de forma colaborativa, como buscando alguna manera que ustedes empiecen como a conocer y de alguna manera determinar, bueno, con esta persona ya me he hablado, con esta persona, ¿por qué no? Ya comparto horario, en fin, diferentes aspectos a tener en cuenta. Cuando les envíe la información de dónde está el material, ahí está el link que los lleva a este documento compartido. De todas maneras, se los voy a volver a compartir en este momento, porque sé que, bueno, hay varios correos, por decirlo así. Sé que es mucha información, pero pues, la idea es que tengan los correos a la mano ¿Listo? Para que puedan acceder pues a toda esa información que les vamos compartiendo. Les recuerdo la información. Guys, you have to talk about a sport or game, el que ustedes quieran. Ya sea uno muy conocido o uno muy exótico, no hay ningún problema. ¿Listo? Estamos hablando de los aspectos generales. Name of the sport, history behind it, important players and teams, and tournaments, people that excel in this sport, rules and equipment. Y recuerden que en este primer envío, ¿cómo fue? Bueno, así es la vida. En esta primera entrega vamos a estar hablando, yo les contaba el día de ayer, dice chunks of information. Cuando decimos chunks es porque estamos hablando como de pedacitos, todavía nada editado así, digamos, perfectamente construido, sino esas partes de información que eventualmente más adelante vamos a estar trabajando y va a ser como nuestra base para lo que será nuestra más bien presentación final, ya lo que es cerrando A2. Entonces, lo del proyecto, recuerden que es para el próximo lunes, pero como les contaba yo el día de ayer, la idea es que uno durante la semana ustedes decidan con quién van a trabajar. ¿Listo? No quiero imponerles a alguien, la idea es que ustedes escojan. Segundo, pues evidentemente en esa idea de escoger, para el viernes ya tener como, ¿por qué no pensado cuál es ese deporte del cual van a hablar? Ya que el envío se tiene que hacer este lunes 12. ¿Listo? Obviamente, la idea es que sea hasta la medianoche, es decir, nos vamos a encontrar en la sesión normal, por llamarlo de alguna manera, pero ustedes, igual pues terminamos a las 10 de la noche, no sé qué tanto tiempo quieran dedicar a hacer esto después de las 10 de la noche, no creo que sea pertinente, pero obviamente su horario, su calendario, sus agendas, de tal manera que el 13, lo que yo voy a hacer es durante el transcurso del día, hacerlo referente a lo que es la retroalimentación y la revisión. Después del 13 ya no se recibe y como ustedes saben, según nuestro calendario, el 13 tenemos nuestro primer parcial, por decirlo así. Para las personas que ingresaron hace poquito, estoy haciendo como una especie de repaso de lo que hemos estado recordando en estos días. Lo primero, haciendo referencia pues a lo del proyecto, para que tengan presente que es en parejas, igual y vamos a trabajar en parejas y nuevamente ustedes decidirán con quién quieren trabajar. La idea es que me digan el deporte. Recordándoles que mañana 7 y el jueves 8 no tenemos clase, pero el viernes 9 sí tenemos clase normal. Es muy importante que lo tengan presente. No es que nos vamos de festivo, puente desde ya, no. Viernes clase normal, las asistencias va contando, entonces pilas con lo referente a lo que es las fallas. Y bueno, hablando del sistema académico, les contaba, ya tenemos el código, pero todo lo que es el proceso todavía en la inscripción al sistema académico, pues está tomando tiempo. Eventualmente, obviamente, ustedes van a estar ahí, pero por el momento tener como todas las credenciales para el eventual ingreso al sistema académico, diferente a Moodle, ¿no? Que como sabemos, Moodle es donde están los cuestionarios de trabajo independiente. Guys, quisiera saber si tienen alguna pregunta.
Teacher, yo tengo una sugerencia
Cris.
con respecto a los materiales. Yo veo que tú estás compartiendo las diapositivas que su merced pues, nos está proyectando, pero las de Laura no. ¿Es posible que también se puedan agregar ahí las de la profesora Laura?
Ah, bueno, pues si quieren pásenle la solicitud a ella. Yo no sé si ustedes ya habían hablado con ella de también compartir el material. Si ya le han
No.
dicho como forma explícita, porque bueno, ustedes me dijeron a mí directamente para compartir el material, entonces de pronto pues díganle para que ella también suba el material que ella está trabajando.
Ah,
Sí, yo
ok.
creo que es eso, sí. Ok, Beatriz, thank you. Sí, claro, la idea es que sean de ambos bloques.
Profe, yo también
Andrés.
quisiera sugerir algo y es, no sé, digamos, quién falte por pareja, pues yo estoy disponible para hacer el proyecto.
Ah, bueno,
No
listo,
sé si
Andrés.
alguien...
Sí, yo creería que de pronto las
Estamos igual.
personas que todavía están de forma individual, por ejemplo, ustedes se van inscribiendo acá, los que están solos. Ya las personas que tienen con quién trabajar, me atrevo a decir que fácilmente colocan los dos nombres de una vez y perfecto. De pronto los que están solos como que se lancen, por decirlo así, escogen uno de los espacios de tal manera que ustedes luego se ponen de acuerdo. Ahí, esa es la idea del cuadrito como tal. ¿Listo? Bueno, por ejemplo, ya Diego, Fernando y Manuela van a hablar de tenis. Entonces, ahí está el link en el chat, lo que les decía, igual yo creo que en el transcurso de la sesión también se van a poner de acuerdo, deciden con quién trabajar y la intención es esa, que ustedes mismos decidan con quién. Bueno. Ahí en el chat, Valentina, le dijo Andrés, perfecto. Listo, guys, si ustedes se van organizando, yo no quiero imponer a nadie, esa no es la intención, obviamente. Sé que esta parte suele ser como engorrosa de un poquito y harta, pero pues es parte del proceso mientras escogemos con quién vamos trabajando. Listo, guys, mientras siguen en ese proceso de decidir quién va a trabajar con quién, voy a cerrar la cámara un momento y voy a aprovechar ya para tomar asistencia, ya que nos estamos acercando a los primeros 15 minutos de nuestra clase. Regálenme un momento. Ahora sí. Semana 2, hoy es 6, de 6 a 8. Andrés Felipe Jaimes.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Sigo con Juan Sebastián Marín.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Jennifer Paola Martínez.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Kiara Lisette Martínez.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Jorge Jair Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Diego Fernando Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Dana Valentina Ortiz. Let me check the chat. Okay, Dana. Let's continue. Manuela Ortiz.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Joan Sebastián Paón.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Beatriz Omaira Pedraza.
Present.
Okay. Juliet Stephanie Rangel.
Present.
Okay. Xiomara Caterina Rincón.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jessica Paola Ríos.
Present.
Okay. Catherine Alexandra Rodríguez.
Present.
Okay. Marlon Jessit Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Mendy Fabián Santa.
Teacher, present.
Okay. María Alejandra Vega.
Present.
Okay. Karen Juliet Torres. Karen Juliet Torres Sanabria. No está. Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Ok. Sergio Andrés Navarro. No está. Y William Santiago Pavón. Tampoco está. Let's have a look at the chat. Beatriz as well is available. Voy a compartir nuevamente toda la pantalla. Entonces, listo, guys. De pronto, como les comentaba ahorita, igual como vamos a hacer una actividad de trabajo colaborativo, de pronto, si hay alguna persona que esté disponible, lo que les decía, quienes están solos se pueden estar de pronto organizando en los cuadritos que quedan solos. Ah, bueno, el nombre del deporte en inglés, perdón, para que lo tengamos presente. Y ojalá en lo posible que no se repita, como para que no nos quede como luego 3 grupos hablando del mismo deporte. Entonces viene siendo como la intención en esta parte. Entonces, para confirmar ya, Diego Fernando, Manuela, they are talking about tennis. María Alejandra and Karen, it's about baseball. Juliet Stephanie and Xiomara, basketball, eventually. Karen, Juliet and Jennifer Martínez, ya se pondrán de acuerdo. Andrés Felipe and Valentina, también ya decidirán de qué hablan. Natalia, ya escogió cycling, con quién vaya a trabajar. Catherine and Jorge, queda pendiente escoger el deporte. Listo, acá nos vamos colocando al día. Igual la primera parte realmente es como empezar a recoger la información que nos va a servir como base, que va a ser ese insumo para eventualmente pues empezar a pulir toda la información y tener nuestra como gran, digamos, presentación final cuando estemos hablando del A2.4. Well, guys, let's start officially our unit. well, we continue with our unit. It is unit 3. We're going to finish basically this part. If you remember, we were talking about work and rest, and today we will be working on a speaking task. It says decide on the best job. So as you can imagine, on this part, we will be talking about jobs and occupations. That is like the general vocabulary. And of course, the speaking activity that we're going to have for today is precisely talking about, let's say, appropriate jobs based on the skills that people have. So first of all, we're going to, let's say, refresh our memory, and we're going to play a really fast Kahoot talking about jobs and occupations. So I have it here. It's really, really fast, okay? Vamos a ver, classic mode. Let's wait for the pin and for the code. I'm gonna send the link to the chat as well. The idea, as I was telling you, is just to refresh our memory, talking about very general vocabulary of jobs and occupations. You decide if you use the code or if you use the QR code, whatever you prefer is fine. Let's see. Ah, ¿qué pasó? Ah, no me asusté. Ah, okay, Vanessa. Well, hopefully you don't have so many problems. Let's give a couple of seconds. No, tell me, Manuela. 12 people and there are 18. Well, 19 to be honest. Thank you, Jorge. Sí, chicos, se supone que, bueno, parece la conexión como que va a ser problemática. We'll see. Hopefully it's not that much. 14, okay. Let's wait a couple of seconds. Let me turn this off. It's your sound. Okay, I think that everybody's here. Ya todos están, ¿verdad? O hay alguien a quien estamos esperando.
Esto, su merced puede ahí eliminar competidores. Es que yo puse Sebastián Marín, pero no me dejó ingresar y estoy intentando nuevamente, pero me dice que ese nombre ya lo tomara, entonces para saber si podría expulsar ese para poder ingresar otra vez.
Aunque no lo veo. ¿Aquí está tu nombre ya en pantalla? No.
No, pues yo tampoco lo veo, pero ahí me dice que no me voy a tratar de ingresar con otro nombre, entonces regálame
Sí.
un momentico.
A mí también.
Ve. ¿Quién dijo a mí también? ¿Estefan?
Manuel.
Manuela. Sí, Manuel, aquí me apareces. Aquí dice Manu. Aquí. Manuela Ortiz. Listo. Sebastián me confirma si ya.
Ya puedo entrar, bro.
Listo. Perfecto. Well, let's begin because it's pretty clear that the connection is going to be like a little bit problematic tonight. The exercise is very simple. Dice aplicado porque la edité. You are going to read the definition and you have to choose the job they are talking about. So a person that works with the money and accounts of a company. Is the accountant very good? Nothing to say. In this case, it's pretty simple vocabulary. The idea that you are as fast as possible. One, very good. The second one, it is a person who designs buildings and houses. We're talking about the architect, very good. Well, the general design usually is assigned to architects. Careful with the pronunciation, right? That's Archie. I know that you know, but this is the moment like to refresh our memory. Andres, very good. Next one. A person that makes things from wood, including houses and furniture. It's the carpenter, very good. Well, you may think that in the other professions you can do it, but this is like the main source, talking about carpenters, of course. Okay, very good, Natalia. Now in second place, a person that cleans or tidies an area or place, for example, in an office. A cleaner, very good. Aquí está la cascarita. Suele ocurrir. Ok. Ahí vamos cambiando, vamos cambiando. Number 5. A farmer is. Now you have to choose the definition, guys. Which of those 4 are about farmers? Very good. A person that works on a farm, usually with animals. Okay, Juan, very good. Number 6. He is, look at the picture, choose the best option. He is a chef or also a cooker, okay? A both también servir. No cambios, very good. Number 7, it's true or false. Judge, a qualified person that decides cases in a law court. Okay. Of course, the job of a judge is more complex, but let's keep it simple. It is true. Okay. Give me a moment. Again, true or false? Electrician, a person who doesn't work with electric circuits. Se me fue el typo. Arreglar. Okay, it is false. Of course, that is one of the jobs that the person has. No changes. Excellent. Number 9. A person who makes news reports in writing or through television. It's a journalist. Very good. Okay, nobody can make mistakes at this point. Again, true or false? A gardener, a person that keeps gardens clean and tidy. They take care of the plants in the garden. That is true, absolutely. Again, true or false? Fireman, firefighter, a person that controls fires. True or false? No, it's true. I am sorry. Lo siento, la culpa es mía, no me odian.
Really,
La
teacher?
culpa es mía. I'm sorry, I made the mistake. It doesn't matter how
No,
many
me
times we
too.
check the game. Ok, menos mal no se viendo mi cara de vergüenza. Siguiente. No pasa nada, obviamente. A person that drives buses is a. Ah, okay, Juan, don't worry. That happens. The bus driver, even the green one, was a little bit tricky. That was the idea. Well, you would think that driver is also possible, but driver would be very general. Like, if you have a car, you are a driver, okay? But in this case, we're talking about the specifically like the occupation, you know? The last one, please, no mistakes. Hairdresser is a. What would be the definition for hairdresser? Very good. That's the only definition that makes sense. Well, let's have a look at the winners. That's a nice, let's say, like Avatar. Kiara, very good. Natalia in second place. And Andres Jaimes, of course, almost from the very beginning. The runners-up, Sebastian and Jen. And sorry for my mistake. That was embarrassing. Let me see the chat. Permítame reviso el chat un momento que me escribieron. It was Mendiol Solo's connection. Yeah, the internet is not being nice tonight. Torres. Give me a second. Actualizo la asistencia. Torres. Listo. Entonces no están ni Sergio ni William. 21-20. Voy a tomarle foto nuevamente a la asistencia. Bueno. Sorry about all this huge amount of interruptions. So guys, I was telling you that today's topic of the book is talking about jobs and occupations. If you are, and I hope on the book, we are talking about pages 28 and 29. Here on the first activity, we had certain aspects of vocabulary. I don't know why sometimes it just doesn't want to zoom in. And some of them were already on the Kahoot, right? We had accountant, we had judge. In this case, we had taxi driver. We also have cook, translator, and there are others that are pretty, let's say, transparent. Somehow we can say that they are a little easy to recognize, like the case of doctor. Probably there is, well, actually there are two that we didn't have in the Kahoot, but I'm sure that you already know them. Like for example, guys, what is plumber? Do you remember what plumber is?
Plomero.
Very good. Actually, here we have picture H that is referring to plumber. And finally, we have nanny. Do you remember what nanny is?
Niñera.
Exactly. Here we have picture D. Like the person in charge of taking care of kids. Of course, when we're talking about jobs and occupations, we can say that we have like an extensive amount of vocabulary. For the moment, we are focusing probably on some very common words and one or two different words, but at the end of the day, let's say that they are easy to recognize. Let's have a look at this exercise that says number 2. We're going to jump to that part. Andres Felipe, please, could you read this instruction that we have in here?
Okay, teacher. Work in pairs and read the sentences. Which jobs do you think each one refers to?
Okay, this first activity, we're gonna do it individually. We don't really need to do it in pairs. Here we have 10 descriptions. You have to decide which of these jobs and also other jobs are actually being described on these sentences that we have in here. Let's read the sentences first to see if you have any question related to vocabulary. Sentences 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beatriz, please, could you read them?
1, you sometimes have to work at night in this job. 2, you can make a lot of money doing this job. 3, this job can be dangerous. 4, you have to study for a long time to do this job. And 5, you can work at home in this job.
That's it. From 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do you have any questions related to vocabulary? So far, so good. Okay. Diego, please, could you read from 6 to 10?
6, you have to be very patient to do this job. 7, you can really help people in this job. 8, you have to be good at languages to do this job. 9, you don't have to wear a uniform. And 10, you have to be very good with people to do this job.
Very good. From 6 to 10. Any questions of vocabulary, guys? Well, the vocabulary is pretty transparent and simple for you. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Well, guys.
Con algo de la clase pasada.
Excuse me, Valentina.
Es que la clase del viernes yo entré como a las 6:20. No sé si tú recuerdas que yo escribí por el grupo. Pero cuando yo escribí, yo noté que me marcaste en la asistencia. Solo que me llamaron a decirme que no, o sea, sale como si esas 2 clases no hubiera estado. Entonces me anotaron 2 horas.
¿Las 2 clases?
Sí, o sea, me anotaron como si no hubiera estado.
Bueno, Valentina, lo que pasa es que como tenemos que tomar la asistencia en los 15 minutos, porque pues la directriz es que después de los 15 minutos ya empieza a marcar como falla. Sé que suena injusto, porque si ingresas a la C20 tú dirás, pero son 5 minutos, pero pues es siguiendo la directriz. Es eso, realmente. Entonces, por eso les insistimos mucho, pues a pesar quizás de todos los parámetros posibles, que avisen lo más temprano posible que ya ingresaron a la sesión. Es eso. Entonces, porque a veces a nosotros nos preguntan, yo tomo capturas de pantalla, yo incluso le tomo captura, realmente no tomo captura porque cuando se acaba la sesión se descarga el chat, entonces la persona me escribió esta hora, entonces por ejemplo saldrá 6:25, como ya pasaron los 15 minutos ya por la directriz se considera falla, entonces es eso, Valentina, sorry. No es que no hayas estado hasta las 7, no es, que esa es como la indicación. Pero, ojalá no volver a pasar. Okay. I was telling you, that the vocabulary looks pretty simple in general terms. Remember, guys, that the idea that according to the description that we have, let's have a look at these jobs and also other jobs that can actually be matched to that description. Let's do number 1 as an example. It says, you sometimes have to work at night in this job. For example, from this group that we have in here, we can say the taxi driver, right? Maybe also the doctor has to work at night. Any other job or occupations that you know that usually they have to work at night? Nanny, okay. But any other different from this vocabulary? Primero con este y ya luego agregamos otro. Again, sorry?
Security guard.
Okay, security guard, barman.
Police officer, teacher.
Police officer, firefighter, I heard. Very good. So that is the idea, guys. First, with the vocabulary that we have on this part, just like a few words, and then think of other jobs and occupations that match the information that we have here on these statements. We already did number 1, that was the example. So begin from number 2 to number 10. I was telling you that it was, the instruction says in pairs, but you're gonna do it individually. This activity is going to be done like on your own. Anyway, I'm gonna keep displaying this part of the book. If you are on the book, of course, we're talking about page 28. Guys, I'm gonna give you 6 minutes to analyze from number 2 to number 10. For the moment, just the vocabulary. After the 6 minutes, I'm going to ask you the jobs from this list and also other jobs that we can include. Guys, is the instruction clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Very good, guys. 6 minutes starting now. Let's begin. Well, guys, time's up. Let's have a look at number 2. Jennifer, could you read the sentence, please?
The number 1, teacher.
Number 2. Number 1, we did it like as the example. So let's
Okay.
start with number 2.
You can make a lot of money doing this job.
So what do you think? Which jobs?
This job. I think so. Maybe translator or doctor.
Okay. Yeah, actually translators make a lot of money. Any other job, Jennifer, that you consider that actually
Judge, ¿cómo se dice juez?
judge?
Judge.
Ah, okay. Y diferente de esa lista, Jennifer, other jobs different from that list. Jorge says accountant.
Actress,
Okay.
model.
Actress, model. Yes, Beatriz.
No, accountant.
Okay. Carlos says broker. Yeah, actually, that is one of the trends these days. Very good, Jennifer. Thank you very much. Jorge, could you read number 3, please?
Yes. This job can be dangerous.
Okay. Which one of those can be dangerous?
Police officer
Okay.
and judge. Podría.
Judge.
Judge.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. That's it, Jorge. Okay. Let's have a look at number 4. Karen Juliet, could you read the statement, please?
Number 4. You have to study for a long time to do this job. Maybe doctors, scientists, and translators.
Okay, very good. From the list and other ones from your own. That's fine. Catherine Rodriguez, what about number 6? Sorry, number 5.
You can work at home in this job. I think that taxi driver, plumber, another one.
The thing is that when we say that you can do it at
Taxi
home,
driver.
is it possible? Because the idea that you can perform in your house.
Sorry. I understand. Entendí al contrario.
Okay.
Okay. Accountant, nanny, young cook.
Okay, well, if we put extra context, we can say, okay, you have the business in your house, you make the food, and then you take the catering to the place. Well, maybe. Jorge says system engineer. Maybe, sorry.
Secretary, translator.
As well. Very good, Catherine. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at number 6, Kiara.
You have to be very patient to do this job. Maybe psychologist or social worker.
Okay, very good. And from the list that we had in here?
Maybe doctor, nanny.
Absolutely.
Or taxi driver.
Actually, yes. You're right, Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, please, no more than 5. Let's have a look at number 7. That goes for Manuela Ortiz.
You can really help people in this job. Doctor, social worker, psychologist. Psychologist. I don't know, anthropology.
Anthropologist. Ese sufijo suele ser el común para profesiones.
Nurses. And all the professions, I think.
Yeah, it should be like that, you know. Okay, Manuela, thank you very much. Let's have a look at number 8, Maria. Or Maria, I don't know.
Eight, you have to be good at language to do this job.
Languages.
Languages to do this job. Maybe I think translator.
Translator. Very good. Any other job different from that list that actually requires you to be good at languages? No more possibilities.
Consul,
Okay.
maybe.
Tourist guide.
Okay. Tourist guide.
English teacher.
Absolutely. At least the English, but of course. Okay. Thank you, guys. Marlon, what about number 9?
You don't have to wear a uniform, an accountant.
Okay. Any other job?
Musicians.
Musician. Okay, well, it's not necessary. Usually some do it, but it is not like mandatory, different from doctors or police officers, right? Good, Marlon, thank you. And Mandy, what about number 10?
You have to be very good with people to do this job.
What do you think?
Doctor. Dogs.
Nurse, okay.
Yes.
Any other?
Is social assistants.
Assistant, okay. Okay, those are good, Mandy. Thank you very much. No more. Okay, guys. As I was telling you, of course, if we're talking about vocabulary, we could actually take like even the 4 hours talking about different jobs and occupations that match those descriptions that we have in here. But the intention is to make the connection, you know, also having in mind the different descriptions that we saw on the Kahoot. We're going to, let's say, jump to part 3.6. Remember that the activities that we are doing today somehow are the guide for the speaking activity of the day, which is going to be, let's say, our final outcome of the session. Today, we are not going to have like the typical written exercise that I always ask you. I want you today to speak a little bit more compared to yesterday. Let's have a look at 3.6. I would like to listen to Natalia. Please, could you read this instruction?
Yes, listen to the 4 people in the forums talking about themselves and make notes about each person's interests and skills.
Interests. Well, it's tricky, to be honest. That works. Very good. Well, guys, we're going to be listening about these 4 people. Let me zoom out. It didn't want? Okay, that's fine. We're going to be listening about Annie. We will be listening also about Jen. That is in here. We'll be listening about Jarek, and finally, we'll be listening about Sylvia. Guys, in this case, what you have to do is to take notes about the interests and skills that each person has. They are talking about, I would say, a good amount of information, precisely describing the skills and interests that these people have. The idea that you take notes. I don't know how good your memory is. I'm pretty sure that in some cases it has to be excellent. But as I'm telling you, the thing is that they give a lot of information about each person. You decide where you take notes. If you want to write down on your notebook, or maybe you want to open a file and just start typing, whatever you prefer, whatever is easier for you, whatever works better for you. But the idea is that you type all the information that is being requested. We're going to listen this first time twice, okay? Because the idea that, well, as I'm telling you, you write as many details as possible from the 4 people. Let me remind you the names: Annie, Jem, Jarek, and Sylvia. Guys, do you have any questions of vocabulary? For the moment, we're going to do only 3.6. Or any questions about instruction? It's okay? Okay. If it is like silence, I think that the instruction is clear. So guys, write about their skills and interests. That's it. Remember guys, we're gonna listen twice. Let me turn this off as well as the microphone and let's listen.
Unit 3, Recording 6.
My name's Annie, and I'm from New Zealand, from a city called Christchurch. I'm still at high school, and my favourite things at school are science subjects, especially biology. Outside school, I love all the usual things, really, like music, going to the movies, but most of all, I love my friends. I'm really interested in people and making friends. One day, my ambition is to do something that can really help people. I'd like to study for that.
Well, I'm Jem and I'm from England. I'm 32 years old. I'm an accountant, but I don't like my job. When I was at school, I was good at maths, so I trained as an accountant. But now I've realised that I want to do something more practical. I'm good with my hands. I like making things and solving problems. Also, I'm an independent person. I don't like working for a big company, and I don't want to work in an office anymore. I'd like to work for myself and do something really useful.
My name is Silvia, and I'm from Argentina. I'm at college right now, studying English and Italian. I want to meet people from all over the world. That's one reason why I study languages. Also, my mom is Italian, so I've always been interested in different cultures. I like reading too, and meeting people. Traveling and meeting people is something I love. I want to go to every continent, maybe learn some more languages, maybe Chinese or something.
Hi, I am Jarek. I'm 23 years old, from Krakow, in Poland, and I'm living in London at the moment and working as a barman. It's not a great job, but it's a start. And it's giving me time to think about what I really want to do. Another good thing about living in London is that I can visit a lot of art galleries and interesting buildings. I love modern art and design, and also fashion. I'm not sure which direction to go in at the moment, but one day I'd like to have my own company.
Okay, guys, we listened the first time. Notice that they are not speaking that fast, but anyway, there are certain aspects that can be a little bit tricky. Remember, guys, you are taking notes, talking about the skills and interests. We're going to listen now the second and final time. And of course, after that, we're going to socialize the information.
Unit 3, Recording 6.
My name's Annie, and I'm from New Zealand, from a city called Christchurch. I'm still at high school, and my favourite things at school are science subjects, especially biology. Outside school, I love all the usual things, really, like music, going to the movies, but most of all, I love my friends. I'm really interested in people and making friends. One day, my ambition is to do something that can really help people. I'd like to study for that.
Well, I'm Jem and I'm from England. I'm 32 years old. I'm an accountant, but I don't like my job. When I was at school, I was good at maths, so I trained as an accountant. But now I've realised that I want to do something more practical. I'm good with my hands. I like making things and solving problems. Also, I'm an independent person. I don't like working for a big company, and I don't want to work in an office anymore. I'd like to work for myself and do something really useful.
My name is Silvia, and I'm from Argentina. I'm at college right now, studying English and Italian. I want to meet people from all over the world. That's one reason why I study languages. Also, my mom is Italian, so I've always been interested in different cultures. I like reading too, and meeting people. Traveling and meeting people is something I love. I want to go to every continent, maybe learn some more languages, maybe Chinese or something.
Hi, I am Jarek. I'm 23 years old, from Krakow, in Poland, and I'm living in London at the moment and working as a barman. It's not a great job, but it's a start, and it's giving me time to think about what I really want to do. Another good thing about living in London is that I can visit a lot of art galleries and interesting buildings. I love modern art and design, and also fashion. I'm not sure which direction to go in at the moment, but one day I'd like to have my own company.
Okay, guys, we already listened to the second time. As I was telling you, the idea is to collect like a lot of information from the 4 people who are talking about their skills. What is it coming? Okay, and that they're talking about their interests as well. So guys, I'm going to send you now to work in breakout rooms. What is going to be the idea on each room? You are going to socialize the ideas that you got. What is going to be the intention that at the end of the day, all of you guys actually have as much information as possible collected from what you have heard. Probably some of you like got every like single thing that was being described. Probably some of you got just some parts. The intention is that you're going to put everything together. So when we get back, we can actually socialize and make sure that everybody has like all the information that was explained by Annie, Jem, Sylvia, and Jarek. I'm creating the rooms. As usual, they're gonna be created at random. I'm going to let you share a screen just in case you want like to summarize. You don't really have to. Todos los participantes, listo. I'm not asking you to give me like, you know, a summary or something. No, the idea that you get together, you check your answers, and then we get back to see how much you got. Hopefully you got everything, like single thing that they were describing. Guys, any questions? Is the instruction clear?
Yes,
Mandy. Guys, so when you are in all your groups, I'm gonna give you up to 6 minutes so all of you guys can socialize and then we get back. Let's open the rooms starting in this precise moment. Well, guys, how was it? It's...
Was fine, teacher.
Could you collect all the information?
Yes, teacher, of course.
Okay, confidence
have
is the
problem.
key. Okay, great. Okay, I would like to ask, sorry, room number 2, Jennifer, Marlon, and Valentina, some information that you got from Anne. Tell me at least 3 things, please.
3 things.
She like
Again, could you repeat the first part, please? Sorry.
She is a student high school.
Okay.
And she like she like meet people and make friends.
Her friends.
See movies, hear music.
So music, help people, with high school, movies. Okay, those are 3. Very good. Thank you, Jennifer. Of course, you are like, for the moment, the representative of your group. From group 3, Jorge, Stephanie, and Jessica. What else would you add about Annie?
She studies in the high school. She loves the science. She favorite science is biology.
Is biology very good? Nice. Something else that you would like to add, guys, from the other groups about Annie?
Yes, teacher. She likes to listen music and watch movies.
Music. Okay.
Listen to music, watch movies. She wants to do something that really help the people.
Helps people. Absolutely. Very good. Let's talk about GEM, group number 4, Andres Felipe, Chiara, and Sebastian. The same. Tell us 3 things that you listened and you shared about that.
Jen, about Jen?
Yes.
Okay, he is a contact, but doesn't like his job. And he was good in a math when he was in a school.
Okay.
Now he likes do something more practical with his hands.
Very good. What about group 5, Catherine, Manuela, and Xiomara? Besides what it was already shared, tell us more or the other things that you have about Jem.
He is a conman.
Accountant.
Accountant. He won't be independent.
Very good.
And work himself. And no more.
That's okay. Very good, guys. Something else besides what was already shared that you have just said, okay, you have something extra.
He doesn't work to office.
Okay, he doesn't want to work in an office. Absolutely, very good. And again?
And maybe he goes to train. He goes to train.
He goes to train. Okay. Well, we can include that as well. Yes.
He wants to work for a big company.
But, well, he said that he wants to work for himself, you know? That would be like contradictory, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to Sylvia, Beatriz, Karen, and Natalia. What do you have about her? In her case, we don't have like that much. So everything that you have about Sylvia. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem. She studied English and Italian, and she loves meet people for the work, and she loves traveling, and she wants to learn Chinese. She is Argentina.
Argentinian.
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 Argentinian. That's it. I think
Okay.
so.
Very good. Guys, something else besides what was already shared about Sylvia?
She loves learn about cultures, different cultures.
Very good. She loves learning about different cultures. Absolutely. And guys, Diego, Maria, and Mandy, what about Jarek?
Derek is from Poland. He lives in London. He likes London's architecture and attractions like galleries and museums.
Something else?
He likes modern art.
Okay.
He is a bartender.
He's a bartender, a barman, whatever you prefer is fine.
And he wants your own company.
He wants his own company.
Okay, thank you.
Very good, guys. So notice that all people were talking about very different aspects, different points of view, different purposes. Okay. This is what we are going to do now. Based on the information that was collected, I'm going to send you, no, it's not here. I'm going to send you a link. You will be working on the same groups that you were working on the first part of the activity. Here it says you will work in pairs, but let me change the instruction. You will work in groups. And you're going to decide on the best job for each person. Which job? Now we have any possibility that you want. It doesn't have to be the same job list that we had on the book. I don't want you to think, let me move this for a moment. I don't want you to think that it's only with this vocabulary. No, any job that you would like. We already know, or we have already collected the different skills that Annie, Jem, Sylvia, and Jarek have. So as a group one, you're going to decide which is the most, let's say, appropriate job. You decide whatever job you consider is actually the one that fits the original description, and the idea that you're going to provide no reason, the reasons why you think that job actually suits the 4 people that we have in here. The reasons, the idea that they are short, you know, I'm not asking you like to make a whole paragraph describing, because we only have like very general aspects of what they like and very general aspects of the skills that they have. So what you're going to do is to remember, first, decide on a job, and second, to provide the reasons. For each person, you're going to give one good reason why that job is good for them, sorry. Okay? Guys, is the instruction clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
great. Because you are going to be working in groups, that means that the slides are depending on your groups. So just to make sure. Slide number 2, Jennifer, Paola, Marlon, and Valentina. Slide number 3, Jorge and Stephanie. Creo que falta alguien acá. Bueno. Slide number 4, Andrés Felipe, Chiara Lisette, Sebastián Marín. Slide number 5, Catherine Rodríguez, Manuela Ortiz, Xiomara Caterine. Slide number 6, Beatriz, Karen, and Natalia. Slide number 7, Diego, Olarte, María Vega, and Mendy. So before I actually send you to the breakout rooms, please make sure that you are on your corresponding slide, you know, and please type your names so we avoid possible confusions, okay? Are you there already? Okay. Empezando. Very good. Well, guys, let's see if time actually is on our side. You're going to have top 12 minutes, okay? Remember, you choose the job, and the reason why that job is accurate for each one. And the idea that you guys present your chart and your decisions and your descriptions. Well, your reasons, to be more precise. Well, guys, I'm going to send you to your rooms. When you're in the rooms, I'm going to give you 12 minutes. Let's begin. Jessica, Kiara, Vanessa. ¿Me escuchan? Well, guys, welcome back. To finish our session, what you're going to do now is to share your charts, basically to let us know the jobs that you chose for each person and the reasons why. Here we have group number 1, number 2. You were supposed to be on number 2, but that's okay. We have Valentina, Marlon, and Jennifer. So guys, what can you tell us about your decisions? 2 minutes, let's begin.
Okay. We think that Annie, your job, that her job is her best job is doctor or microbiology because she likes biology and helping people.
Biology.
Biology. For Jem, civil engineer or musician because he is very good in math with your hands and like create things.
His hands.
Okay. And Sylvia, a guide to tourist.
Tourist guide.
Nice. Okay, because she's like a translator, and it means she knows about different language. She likes to travel and meet people.
Okay.
And finally, Jerek and job architect because he likes architect. Thank you, architect, because he likes buildings, design, and so he wants to express their wishes about modern art.
What do you mean when you said he wants to express their wishes?
Como sus gustos, o sea, como que le gusta, o sea, como que quiere expresar sus gustos en como en el arte moderno.
His wishes, because we're talking about one person. Okay. Bueno, thank you very much. Just few corrections. Tourist guide, hagan los cambios cuando le voy diciendo. Listo. Let's have a look at Jorge, Stephanie, and Jessica, guys. What about you? 2 minutes. I mean, who's going to present the chart? That should be like my question, actually.
And for Annie, the ideal job is biology teacher because she likes the science, but she's favorite is biology. Two is a funny person and keen person.
Okay, very good. Her favorite science is biology.
Okay, thank you. For Jem, artist because he likes visit a lot of galleries.
Okay.
For Sylvia, the ideal job as influencer because she likes to learn languages and she loves traveling and meeting people of different countries.
Notice the spelling of countries. Pilas ahí. Okay, and the last one?
And Jarek is mechanic. Because he makes things with the hands and he likes the solve problems.
He likes the solve. That is to Spanish, como que le gusta resolver. He likes to solve. He makes things with the hands, con las manos, con la mano. Una sola. I know that you mean that we're talking about both hands, of course, but just be careful with the spelling with his hands. Very good, guys. Thank you very much. Let's look at group number 4. Andrés, Kiara, and Juan Sebastián. 2 minutes. Vayan mirando las correcciones. De pronto se van mirando, ay, sí, se me fue el like y me falta el tú. Esas pequeñeces, por decirlo de alguna manera. So, what about you guys?
Okay, for Annie, maybe doctor because she likes help people and is a social person and she likes to study science subjects like biology. And for Jem, maybe carpenter because he doesn't like the office job. He likes he can to do some things with his hands and maybe he can work with wood. For Sylvia, flight attendants She likes the languages and travel a lot. She studied languages, English and Italian, and she likes learn Chinese, and she likes meeting people and help them. For Jarek, our manager, because he wants to have a company, maybe manager of gallery, because he is very interested about modern art, design, buildings in England.
Buildings, very good. He's very interested, interesado. That's how he feels. But really nice reasons, guys. Thank you very much. Let's continue with Manuela, Xiomara, and Catherine, guys. What about you? 2 minutes.
Annie. Annie, a doctor. She loves the science subject, in specific biology, and she can help people in this job.
Very good.
Jem, she probably wants
it's a guy, right?
What?
Jem is a guy. Give me a second, sorry.
Yes, Jem is a guy.
Sorry, Catherine, thanks for your patience. Could you continue, please?
Yes. Jem, because he needs build and repair structure and other items, include calculation quotes and create design plans for remodeling. Yes. And Sylvia, tourist guide, because she loves to travel, meet different people and cultures, and she needs many languages. And needs many languages.
She needs to know. Necesita saber. That's what you mean, Catherine.
Señora.
Necesita saber. Es lo que quiere decir. Lo que quieren decir.
Yes.
She needs to know. Okay.
She needs to know many languages. And Jarek, an architect. He likes architect. He likes modern arts and design. Also, he likes visit fashion galleries and old buildings. Finally, he dreams with have his own company.
Okay, very good. He dreams with having. Usually when we have preposition, the verb has to go with ing. Es solo una cosa de gramática, no implica que sea progresivo. ¿Listo? Solo que con una preposición le ponemos ing. Guys, thank you very much. Let's see, we have more in here. That's it. Very good. Well, guys, to wrap it up, para cerrar, recuerden lo que les comentaba al inicio de la sesión. Mañana, miércoles 7 y el jueves 8 no tenemos clase. Retomamos nuestras sesiones normales el viernes 9. Necesito que tengan presente que no es que el puente arranque desde ya. El 9 nos encontramos normalmente. ¿Qué vamos a estar trabajando el 9? Vamos a estar dándole una mirada a lo que ustedes han encontrado por ahora, esos primeros, digamos, acercamientos a la información referente a lo que es el primer borrador del proyecto. Recuerden que esto del proyecto lo vamos a estar construyendo durante los 4 ciclos. Perdón, era de la de ahorita. Durante los 4 ciclos. Una de las cosas también que ustedes estaban realizando era lo referente a con quién iban a trabajar. Hay personas que dicen, no, yo no tengo con nadie, no hay ningún problema, ustedes se van acomodando de tal manera que simplemente, luego ya sea simple, yo me atrevería a decir, tengo que mirar porque hay 2 personas que ya por fallas no siguen, que evidentemente pues no están aquí conectadas. Si llega a pasar eso, digamos, de pronto Catherine, no, Catherine está con Jorge, Valentina la que está, digamos, entre comillas, suelta. Si no me fallan los ojos. No, Natalia la que está suelta, perdona.
Si no, un grupo de 3, Miss.
Sí,
no
eso iba a decir. Un grupo de 3, sí.
En el mío están
No.
bienvenidos.
Perfecto, listo. Ya que el grupo de 3, porque entonces no me quiero que me digan, entonces nosotros también con fulanitos que nos habíamos separado, solo queda un grupo de 3, quienes muy amablemente adopten a Natalia y listo. ¿Ok?
Natalia, estás adoptada.
Teacher,
That's official.
¿hasta cuándo se puede hacer lo del aula virtual?
El aula virtual hasta el martes de la próxima semana.
Ok.
¿Listo? Ya que ese es el día del examen final. Mira,
Son todas las unidades, ¿cierto?
las 3 que están habilitadas. Sí, porque ese es
Ok.
el aula que vamos a tener para todo el curso de A2, que pues entonces, claro, no ve casi todas esas 17 unidades y se ve como preocupante la cosa. No, vamos avanzando en las unidades que vamos cubriendo a medida que va cada ciclo. Ese primer ciclo, las 3 primeras. Let's see the chat. Ok. Natalia, entonces conmigo, Marlon. Creo que no sé si fue Beatriz la que la rescató, no sé quién más. De pronto, para asegurar simplemente, me colocan el nombre ahí y ya. Ay, Dios mío. Ahora sí. Guys, no sé si tengan alguna pregunta. Cualquier cosa, pues me van enviando un correo. Me disculpo también a veces por la demora, pues las clases mientras me dan respuesta, entonces, pero yo siempre les voy a contestar. En algunos casos a los 10 minutos, en algunos casos me demoro un poquito más. Guys, espero mucho, mucho, mucho que puedan disfrutar mañana y el jueves, evidentemente la segunda parte, el segundo bloque lo tiene con la profe Laura y nos vemos el viernes. ¿Listo? Guys, have a wonderful night and see you in 2
Bye,
days.
teacher.
Take care,
Thank you,
everybody.
teacher. Bye bye.
Enjoy your
Bye, bye.
holiday. Bye.
Feliz año.
No, tan lejos no. Tampoco feliz año. Con calma. Primero velitas. Bye, guys.